30-hour famine's about to start, and I'm feeling excited, but very, very tired. I don't like waking up this early in the morning, and yeah.
So this morning, I'm not really tired exactly, and I feel pretty good. I have a big stomach that can hold a lot, unlike some people. And I'm kind of excited to see what Courtney has planned, but I hope I don't get tired because I got no sleep last night.
Going into this, I am tired because it's 5:40 in the morning and it's Saturday. Because you know, I don't get up this early on a Saturday ever. Well, not very often. I think I'll be able to go to 30 hours without eating. Like, I don't know. I've never starved myself, so I don't know if I'm gonna like be okay and not feel it, or if I'm gonna faint with a stomach ache or something. I don't know what's gonna happen personally, but I'm gonna try my hardest after I sleep.
Well, I don't like the fact that I have to get up like extremely early these days. But I mean, I'm actually pretty ready for the famine. I think it'll be fun. I'm somewhat afraid that some of the people might start eating rubbish because of hunger, but yeah, I think it's gonna go good.
I'm feeling good about this week. I only got 3 hours of sleep, so I'll be cranky probably later today.
Hi, I'm Noel McNeil. Courtney and Nick invited me here because I wanted to win $50,000. So I have to fast. Good thing I got appointed to the red team. We're gonna win. I'm gonna eliminate all these people because I am the best. Kaboom!
Well, I'm feeling a little excited about this. It's something new that I have not tried before, and I'm looking forward to it. I am a little concerned towards the Joneses. I'm afraid they might try to eat me or something. They have the appetites of mammoths. But it should be a fun learning experience, and I think it would be good for everybody to try it, so we'll just see how it goes.
I'm so hungry.
Well, we started the 30-hour famine not 2 hours ago?
A couple hours ago.
Yeah. 3 hours ago.
And I'm getting really excited because last time I did this, it was my birthday, so I got to like celebrate it, but didn't get to eat anything, so that wasn't very fun. And then, so this year it's not on my birthday, so, but I still don't get to eat anything. But you know, I'm excited because at my old church we didn't do anything fun, really. I mean, we did things fun, but not really. Here we do more activities and go into the community and everything. And
My problem is, I'm starting to get hungry because when I woke up from my second nap, I wanted a granola bar, but I couldn't eat it because we had started famine.
they should have granola bar juice.
Yeah,
They should.
they should, because that would be a
Or food flavored.
food flavored juice. Yeah,
That
they
would be
should
good.
make
Well,
food
they have
flavored
like chicken broth, but that's not really juice.
No.
That's
well,
chicken
they have
broth.
grape and apple juice, but that's
But that's not.
fruit. They need to have like T-bone juice.
Whoa, that'd be cool.
I know.
Okay. Well.
Like the sauces of the T-bones together in juice.
Oh yes. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Bye.
We're about 2 hours in, a little bit more, and I'm starving.
I'm good. I mean, being a fat kid, it's like, I'm good. I can weigh out these.
Yeah, you're like a camel.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So, right now what our plan is we're going to eliminate Holden in the
Yes.
grade team, okay?
Yes.
We're going to win that $50,000. Just
Yes.
wait. You want anything to say to the camera?
I have no idea. I just know we're gonna take on every other person in this place before we leave.
That's right, Louie. Yeah. Red team.
I've had a good day already. I've been hiking and I'm ready to get on with the rest of the day.
I didn't get to go hiking, but I'm not hungry yet.
Hi.
I'm Nolan.
And I'm Jackson.
So I came here, as you know, because Courtney and Nick told me that I would win $50,000 if I fasted for 30 hours, thinking that this is a reality show, which I still do, but people think I'm an idiot. All of a sudden, they told me that I'm in another reality show. Now I'm on Team Kenya with my friend Jackson here, and now we gotta win $1,500 billion. So now we're adding 50,000 to that. We gotta win this for Kenya. Woo! Anything to say?
I'm really hungry. I think I might cannibalism. I might start it. Nolan, I'm coming after you.
Okay, well, today we played a game that it requires skill. You have to, you put their names like this on the back of people's backs and you have to get it. And it was fun. And also, I have a card and I learned about a little girl who, her mom's passed and her father doesn't live with them because he has to go look for her again. She used to have bread and milk every day, but she doesn't anymore, and I think it's really sad, and it makes me appreciate what I have in life, and it makes me want to do more. Like, I've been talking to my mom about going to Africa to do some mission work over there, so. Hi, we're the Ethiopia team, and what's your first name?
I'm like Devere, and my mom died. There was a drought, and my mom died. And then I'm blind. I can't see.
I am Casa. I used to have bread and milk every day, but the dry season has lasted too long this year. The crops are dead and the animals are too weak, so they can't give milk. My father left for work. And yeah.
Wait, is this for your friend?
Mine is Hakim, or I can't pronounce that right, but what happened is there was a serious flood and both of his parents drowned in the flood. And I got debris hit my leg and I broke it. And it's severely broken. And there's no doctors to heal it.
Game where we basically had to rip off the
Name
tags.
tag,
Yeah.
and you were nameless, and then you were out. And if you got a certain amount of cards, you won.
And
You
we won because we're awesome.
Yes. I grabbed 3 in the second round.
Or just because we have a joke.
I
We
have,
learned I cannot live without hunger or without food for 4 hours.
I have no idea how the kid that I'm supposed to portray wears the heavy clothes in the heat of what is the country's Niger? Okay, making sure I'm not saying it.
Or Niger. It's
Niger.
It's Niger.
Niger.
Ignore this. It's not the droids you were looking for.
What?
But basically,
Part you were looking
I'm wearing 2 layers of clothing, and then I have to wear
A big black
a
jacket.
giant jacket and just running around and stuff, even in the freezing cold weather that is Arkansas.
Go to Texas.
No.
Redneck.
Redneck.
Better redneck in that.
I was already.
We're gonna
sweating.
win.
It was ridiculous.
We're awesome.
And we're probably gonna win the next challenge.
Let's just get nothing if we.
We are going to win. 'Cause we are.
We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, this challenge was interesting and fun.
Yeah, very. Actually, although a little hard, to be honest. I mean, there are some very tall people, and they're very able to maneuver themselves where you can't get their car from behind
But
their
you
back.
couldn't. But you didn't have to talk. I couldn't talk. You got to talk
Yeah.
Why can't you talk, Bryson?
because my person couldn't speak because he was so afraid because his parents were taken away from him.
Okay.
Yeah, we got into our tribes. We are Mali.
That's our country.
Yeah,
Just
that's our
so you
country. We're a tribe in Mali. And, well, we are one of the smaller tribes. There's one with 4, one with 3, one with 3, and one not with 3. But the game was interesting.
The game was fun.
Alex, well, whatever your card name is, I still know what it is.
My car got ripped, so I had to get a new name.
He had to change people.
Alex, how are you?
I am Ibram. However you want to pronounce it.
Okay.
Hi.
I forgot.
Alright, y'all having fun so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all hungry?
Yes.
No,
Really?
you cannot hunger me. I will eat absolutely nothing, and the only way I will feel pain is when I die from hunger.
Okay.
He's a very willing person.
That is my skills
When I heard,
that I learned in the mountains.
it's been fun. I mean, I was hungry there for a little bit, but then I got a piece of gum, and now I feel better.
And we can always be safe because, as we all know, Nationwide is on our side.
Okay, so today we got our tribes and our names. I am named Sophia from Kenya, and technically my defect at birth was a mute, but we're just not going into that right now. Maybe the teams, I don't know. We might. It's been an interesting morning. I woke up at 5 and I got my breakfast, and then I made my last little snippet, and then I went back to sleep. But I'm better now, and we just had a fun game, and I'm kind of hungry, but I've been longer periods without food, like not 30 hours, but longer than 4 hours without food, so it probably won't get to me till like later tonight, but I think I'll do okay, although I'm not a fan of grape juice. Just a straight apple juice. Oh.
Hearing all this stuff about all of these kids in like Africa or Asia starving, I've heard about before, but now that I'm getting like more details about it, it really does seem like a problem, and I actually feel kind of glad that I was able to help participate in putting an end to it.
Feed me! Corey, will you feed me?
No, I'll feed myself, and then I'll give you the scraps.
Hey, Miss Courtney, check your shoulder.
Other shoulder, other shoulder, other shoulder.
We got her.
Yes. Clothespin.
No, keep that. Keep going. Okay. So we went to Walmart today.
Yes.
It sucked.
We couldn't eat anything, but we had to pay.
Watch for another glorious food.
Mr. Nick had to like strangle me from the bakery.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to buy something.
Using $3, we had to buy a meal that could feed all 3 of us.
And we were geniuses.
We got tied for first place. Spaghetti with mushrooms. Sounds pretty good.
Thanks to
We should
Miss
have
Courtney.
gone first alone. Because we were the dream team. And we won't win.
Team. That's what my friend says.
Okay. But after that, we played a game.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like.
It was this
Good job.
reverse limbo where at first you had to. Basically, it was the bar was lowered and you had to get over it, and then
it was
it was
higher.
only 3 stages. And so our plan was to have Holden go first, and then Carly go second, and then in order to get Carly over, she would just stand on my back, and then Holden would pick her up and lift her over. And then on the 3rd time, last,
Somebody was an idiot. And
I
decided
was
to-
not an idiot.
That was actually a really good idea. You have to admit.
It was pretty good. He did a barrel roll and we didn't get it on video. So if we can get
I
this,
jumped in.
if we can get this on video later, Corey feels. If Corey feels called
I'm not gonna
by the
do
Holy
it again.
Spirit
No.
to jump.
Just look at Miss Joe's pictures.
Oh, Miss Joe got pictures, so you can look at Miss Joe's pictures.
Yes.
They can be found at MissJoe'sPictures.com. Put the caption right here, Miss Courtney.
Which is AKA for Facebook.
Hi, I'm Nolan. Courtney and Nick invited me here to be on this reality show, saying I win $50,000. And then they put me in another reality show. Yes, I've already said this before, but this is crazy. I already eliminated half the players in this, and I know they're coming after me. They're saying, Nolan, you're famished because you haven't eaten. Oh, you're scary. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I will win this game if it's the last thing I do. But seriously now, this experience has been great, and I love every person here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jackson, and I'm hungry. That's the why I'm stuttering, and I'm also kind of cold, and it kind of blows. I'm hungry. What else am I supposed to talk about? Oh yeah, the Walmart. That was fun. Yeah, we got some stuff for the food drive thing that we were doing. I looked at toys too. Not many good toys out right now. I saw a Ninja Turtle pillow. It was pretty cool. Yeah, we got like some chicken noodles or something like that with some rice. And, I don't know, just some food that was cheap.
You're the worst teammate
ever. It was a very wonderful experience. And then we played this fun limbo game. It was very challenging trying to get everybody over, except whenever I was like picked up. I was manhandled. It was fun though. Yeah, this is me. Goodbye.
So, today has been really fun. I'm really hungry right now. I really want some food, but I know it's for a good cause, so I guess I can starve for a few more hours. Thank you, Kaylee. It was really nice to work with Aaron and Alex, trying to figure out what foods to buy for, and kind of finding nutrition and like if it could last long. The last game we played was really fun, and I'm still really hungry.
We just got back from a sermon at the boathouse, or whatever it's called, boat chapel or something, and it was a very inspirational sermon. It told us about how Jesus will accept you any way you are, no matter how big, how small, how happy, how sad, anything. He'll accept you the way you are. And 13 seconds, every 13 seconds, and child dies from starvation. And we're lasting 30 hours from not eating. That's not something, it's not bad. It's like 30 hours compared to 30 days for us. They don't eat every day like we do, and for us to complain about this really is selfish, I think. And we should really appreciate what we have before we lose it. We should always take into consideration everything everyone does for us and never hold anything back.
Well, we just came back from the little worship time, I think that's what it's called, at the boat shed type thing. And I actually sort of started to cry because, I mean, there are kids all over the world dying every 13 seconds from hunger. And we're here complaining about 30 hours when some people go 30 days. And hearing that sermon made me realize that a lot of us take for granted what we have. If we were to put ourselves in their shoes, what would we do? We would just like die because we're not used to that style. And nobody should ever be used to going 30 days without food, or barely any at that. So it's really difficult to know that there are people out there who are dying kids out there are dying every 30 seconds from hunger, and all I can do is raise money to help them. I wish I could do more, but it's sort of hard. Yeah.
Alright, so what we learned tonight was that children that are like in Africa, they're dying every 13 seconds because of starvation. Like us now, after how long we've been without food, we're not really that hungry anymore and stuff. But I mean, it's a big deal. And a kid every 13 seconds, that's a lot in a day. And it's sad to know what happens, but you just gotta know that God's gonna take care of them in His life and in their lives in the way that He wants it.
And we think that it's hard to survive like a couple hours without some kind of snack. They have to survive months and then maybe get some small snack. We don't realize how hard it is for them to find food and get fresh water.
You thought I was going to talk about a reality show. This is real life. This is real as it gets. I came on this trip not to win $50,000 because I found out that's not even real. That was all a lie by Courtney. But what I did find out was how we can help people. Yeah, after this 30 hours, man, I'm going to be so hungry, but it's all worth it because I'm doing it for God and I'm doing it to help people. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Well, it certainly was interesting going into a little shack for a sermon, but I was paying attention to the story while trying to stop myself from freezing. But after seeing the little candle trick, I realized just how bad hunger really can be. People are dying just about every second all around the world, and once you think about it, you just can't help but feel bad that you've been wasting all this food all your life and you just feel completely worthless. I guess it might be a good motivator to help you go green and try to help hunger, I guess.
Okay, so we just got back from the sermon at the boat chapel, and while we were there were all these candles lit up everywhere. And every 13 seconds, a candle was blown out, and this candle represented a child dying from hunger. I thought this was very sad, and at the same time, I want to be able to stop it. And I know with the 30-hour famine, I can help, and I know I won't be able to completely stop it. At the same time, it's just like, don't blow out any more candles, we don't want them to die. And the sermon was about Jesus giving the bread to the 5,000 people on the beach. And I found that very inspiring because usually they focus on the miracle, the fact that he took 5 loaves of bread and gave it to 5,000 people and had leftovers. But I don't think people understand the fact that he took from the little child who probably didn't have much and managed to do so much with so little.
Okay, so we just got back from the sermon. It was pretty humbling and emotional. I like the atmosphere. It was candlelit. And I noticed that every 13 seconds or so, Miss Joe or Mr. Marty would blow out a candle, and unfortunately that represented at least one child had died from starvation or malnutrition or anything from being hungry for so long. I did like the sermon. I was really tired. I'm still really hungry, although the broth that we had along with the juice and the plumpy nut. Yeah, it was good. At least it'll tide me over till the morning.
Okay, it's been about 15 or so hours that we've been starving ourselves for this famine. It's been a life-changing experience, actually. We actually just got done doing this sermon thing in a boathouse, and it was pretty in-depth. We learned that every 13 seconds, a child dies of starvation. I bet you didn't know that. Getting almost teared up inside. Alright, yeah. This has been a very motivating experience. I mean, even though I'm starving to death, and I think I might die, I'm glad I've done this.
I know from my experience with this that I've actually haven't been very hungry or anything, but I have learned a lot more about life in different countries, and I do feel bad, and I do want to do my part.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tonight was a very spectacular and emotional night. Not only was it a beautiful sermon, and not only in a beautiful place, but we also realized how grateful we are to be in a country where we can obtain food and gifts almost instantly, and how other world countries don't get as much as we do. And it's really sad, actually, to realize how we're grumpy and tired about being hungry, and there's people out there dying every 13 seconds. And I think Mr. Nick and Miss Courtney did a really good job teaching us this lesson this weekend.
I thought the service was very interesting because I didn't really understand the candles at first until they finally explained that, because I noticed that they were blowing them out one at a time until they finally said that every 13 minutes a child dies, so I figured out that's what it was. And I thought the service was this is interesting because I've never done anything like that, and it was fun being in that small little space, just like cramped together.
Okay, today is the last day of the famine. Last night was okay. I'm not even really hungry. I slept good last night. I was the first one to bed, of course. And I was one of the last ones up, of course. And yeah, so there's 30 hours left. Yeah.
Today was our 26th hour when I woke up, and honestly, I'm not feeling that much pain in my stomach. I mean, yes, I'm a little tired, even though I slept for like ever last night, but the hunger sort of faded. It's sort of gone away and faded. So I feel much better today than I did yesterday. I don't know why, but yesterday I felt like that. But today I feel much.
So what I've learned from this weekend is that, you know, like, I've done like a lot of mission work with like feeding homeless people and stuff, but it's never really hit home to me. I've never experienced what it was like to not eat for 30 hours, like even for like a week or something. But definitely from this trip I have experienced a tiny little bit of what it kind of is like.
I mean, it's not just food, you know. There's like, we complain about like there's no food up in our cabinets, our pantries, or no refrigerator that's probably the size of Goliath. We complain about a lot of things that people would be extremely lucky. Like, people have to walk like miles for water. We can just go to our sink, and half of us are too lazy to go to the sink. to get water.
We're trying to do our best to raise money and help out with these children and just all these.
Well, not like maybe 30 minutes ago, I think about. We got to end the fast and got to have food. Yeah, it was so deliciously yummy. My stomach enjoyed it very much. But before that, we played this one game. We played dodgeball. It was rather interesting. I'm still not sure why we played dodgeball.
It's fun.
I think I didn't hear the meaning behind that one. But I didn't! Although it was very fun. I mean, although I got like hit like 3 times with hurt, and the balls weren't very nice, but it was still fun. And then I think from this experience, I'm going to be able to take away that I don't think I'm going to be as picky. Well, I will still be picky, but I'm not going to be as picky, I think, because now I know that there are people everywhere who don't get to have what I have, and I mean now I feel like I will be more aware of the fact that I actually have it pretty well, considering all the other people around the world that don't get to have what I have. A house, a family, food, water. So I think it's going to be, I think from this I'm going to take away that I think I won't be as wasteful with my food and what all I have, and I won't be as whiny with what I have, because I am thankful for what all I have. Yeah.
So, before we got to eat a wonderful lunch after 30 hours, I learned after this weekend, and I'll probably continue remembering this throughout my whole life, not to be, to appreciate everything I have and not really take it for granted, because I realize that other people aren't as fortunate, and so I think it's wonderful to realize that what I have and what I want are 2 totally different things. But the food was really good after so long. I mean, I didn't eat a sandwich, but I ate chips and cookies. And played with my best friend Sam.
Okay, so we have now eaten. I'm in a visibly better mood since, I guess, earlier this morning. We went and played, well, first we constructed this basket thing, and we put a water balloon in it and we dropped it off the back porch. All of them, none of them broke, but, you know, my team lost. We still had fun with it, I think. And then we had a devotional, and we went and played dodgeball. I got hit in the arm. Like, went like this, and it got me in the arm. I don't know who did that. And it was Cordell. A person on my own team got me out. But that's okay. We got to play out in the field, and it was just really nice to be out there and have fun with everybody. And then we came back and we had a devotional. Really difficult to concentrate because we were hungry and there was food in the room, but I think we all did gain from this whole weekend experience. I know that I'm going to be thinking about the people who don't have as much when I will complain about things, because I know it's going to happen, but it's going to be in my mind more now. I think it's going to be more prominent that at least I have this to complain about rather than having nothing, because there are people at other places who don't have what I have and they would love to have it, and then I'm just complaining about it. It's just, I think it'll be there more now. I think it's really changed all of our outlooks on it.